What's good, guys? Got myself muted here from the earlier podcast. What's good, guys? Halftime of Crunchtime. The Kid E Rule's been working like a slave. Jesus Christ, man. Oh man, I was already doing. I did 11 hours. Then I had to do two extra. You know what I'm saying? So, sheesh. I can tell you, your boy's here working, trying to get his freedom, man. I tell you. But anyway, Knicks are taking care of business. So I mean, I just watch as I'm watching the game. Going back and forth to Twitter because, like I said, that's the barometer. Getting some texts and stuff like that from various people. Oh, you see that? You see that play? This, that type of thing. But yeah, we're playing the Charlotte Hornets, dudes. Golly, we're playing a team that we're supposed to beat. So I get it. A frustration in watching every single game, but we can't. I mean, it's sometimes I wonder, like, do you even like? Does people even care who we're playing? Because I get being upset about our team, about the effort and stuff like that. But the effort against one team against another team, does anybody know the difference? Like when we play, let's say, what's the last game that we won? Like, it's to the point where I can't even remember the last game. You know what I'm trying to say? Anyway, we lost to Phoenix. They had star players there. Durant didn't play, but Booker hit a last minute shot. The Knicks were wire to wire defense and grinding it out every single night. Everybody say, "Oh, Julius Randle don't play with effort." Half the team don't play with effort, and they don't play this that. Are you kidding me? This team grinds out every single game, man. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, playing against the Charlotte Hornets, we were winning about or as much as 16. The league got cut a couple times. You know what I'm saying? But we're supposed to beat this team. We're supposed to beat this team, and beating them by 16. Like, how much more can you complain about that? Like the last game, the last few games actually, the one against Miami where we played like immaculate defense and Miami could not score. There's a reason behind that. It's not because Miami just they forgot how to score. No, the Knicks are literally locking their asses up. Shout out to Charlotte. Charlotte has some talent. They haven't been winning much this year, like they had in the past with the same group. To tell you the truth. You know what I'm saying? I know they're missing LaMelo Ball, but we beat them with LaMelo Ball last time. They didn't have Terry Rozier last time. Today they have Terry Rozier. Terry Rozier can score anytime he wants to against us. He's always been a Nick killer like that. But just collectively, something's going on over there in Charlotte. They just don't play well. They're just not playing well. I don't get it, and I don't care. Like I said, because they're a team we're supposed to beat. It's just like that. It's like that. And ain't an army that can strike back. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Nas, man. So the Knicks are up by 9, 53-44. As no matter how, I mean, what is this? All these damn pop-ups today. NBA.com got 1 million pop-ups today. Yeah, but shout out to everyone that's watching. I'm gonna get to. I mean, thank you guys for popping in a little earlier. I know you was expecting me to do the full watch on. Like I said, the kid has been working. I had work super late today, man. Today, I don't really start too early. I start at 6, and I worked 6 to basically almost 7, man. So it's like, what can you do? 12, 13-hour days. Sheesh. You know what I'm saying? So if you would hit the thumbs up for the kid, what I'm trying to say? Hit the thumbs up or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Or at least share and say, hey, man, watch this show, man. This motherfucker's crazy. So I would definitely appreciate it, man. Spread the word. Like I said, super chats are cool. Super chats are kind of like humbling a little bit. Shout out to Paris Duggars, always giving them, quite a few other people that give. I don't want to embarrass people, but quite a few other people that give super chats here and there. Those are very humbling, man. So I will never ask you to, hey, could you give me some super chats? You know what I'm saying? But I mean, just showing up every single night, man. And for those that do watch, you do hit the thumbs up. I definitely appreciate it, man. That's the thumbs up helps the algorithm. So I mean, the algorithm gets more people to watch, and that's what really helps out the channels and stuff like that, man. So I definitely appreciate you guys for coming in here. But we have ton of crunch time, so let me get myself situated. Like I said, I literally just came in, kissed the kids. The kids are getting ready for bed. All of them, they have the winter blues about them. You know what I'm trying to say? They got the tired eyes and stuff. Hopefully, they don't act up too much while I'm not out there, because they tend to take advantage of the wife. You guys know how that is with kids, especially boys. You know what I'm saying? So hopefully they can get themselves to sleep and get a good night's sleep tonight. But yeah, man, as you can see, 53-44. Let's check out the quarters, man. Like I said, I've been watching the game, not really paying attention to box score, not really paying attention to the quarter summary, that type of thing. But yeah, let's do this too because we're doing the in season tournament too. So let's crack this open a little bit so you can see it. The the Knicks need to win tonight. If we win tonight, it might get into some tiebreaker stuff. So the Knicks actually have to beat them by a decent margin just in case tiebreakers come into play, man. So it's interesting, man. Clyde and Breen brought up the simple fact that a lot of these teams, once they make it to the tournament play, they're gonna be getting paid a certain amount of money. You know what I'm saying? So certain players don't make a lot. So them getting that 100,000, 200,000, 300, 400, and 500,000 prizes, man, it's gonna come in handy for some of these guys. So I know it might sound weird that we're cheering on guys that win 100,000, blah blah blah. Meanwhile, most of us out here don't even make that, right? You know what I'm saying? But it's just the market, the way these guys are professional basketball players and stuff. They're famous. A lot of them are famous, but they're famous and broke at the same time. You know what I'm saying? So it's really cool that it's just really cool to see that for these guys to get some extra cash and shit. So I see Josh here, man. Shout out to Josh. Josh just popped in. Do I have a migraine? Nah, man. I just came home from work. Like I said, I worked a whole bunch of hours. My fucking eyes are tired, puffy, and red and stuff. So not no migraines. Just so I'm trying to spare you guys my tired eyes while I'm giving this on pod. Hey Josh, I actually have a topic to run by you, man. I've been forgetting to hit you up, but I got a topic to run by you, and let's see if we can do something about that. But let's get into this quarter by quarter. Knicks 29-16 in the first quarter. Second quarter, Charlotte beat us in that quarter, 28-24. So Knicks got to be very careful, man. There's a couple of matchup problems that we have on this squad. Charlotte does have enough offensive talent to come back on us, man. Shout out to Gordon Hayward. Gordon Hayward's getting older. He's only taking 2 dribbles now. He's not doing a whole bunch because he used to dribble a lot in Utah and early on when he first got to Charlotte. But in Boston, excuse me, when he was in Boston, he dribbled a lot. But nowadays he's a little older. He's only taking 2 dribbles and passing or 2 dribbles and making a shot, a lot of pivots and that type of thing. So he's getting older. He's taking care of his the longevity of his career towards the end here now. But you got to be very careful with him because he can get prolific. They got quite a few guys on the squad that can get prolific. That kid Brandon, I didn't realize that he was the second pick overall after Wembanyama. That's crazy. So Wembanyama didn't get drafted. That dude could have possibly been number 1. So I mean, I see it, man. The guy's a really good shooter. So let's just get into the nitty gritty of this stuff here. Let's get into the actual game breakdowns here in the second half. I mean, in the first half before the second half, the game charts. Looking at both teams' shot charts, Charlotte Hornets on the left-hand side. Let me get Josh up out of here. Thank you, Josh. Charlotte's shot chart is pretty good. A lot of X's. They're shooting 39%, 46 shots on the ball there. Look, a lot of shots at the rim. Shots spread all over the place, but they've been missing them. They've been missing them because of the Knicks' defense, not really necessarily that they're just missing the highly contested jump shots and just a lot of pressure defense by the Knicks. On the Knicks side, not really a Knicks shot chart there. A lot of 3-point shots. We missed a lot of threes. A lot of shots on the rim there. Couple quarter threes, but not too many in between shots. So the Knicks are not really playing their game per se. When it comes to scoring, I guess it's just because the Charlotte defense is so bad. We're getting a lot more shots at the rim. A lot of greens too at the rim. We're shooting 44% with 39 shots on ball. So I mean, it's interesting. The first few games, I guess maybe the first 90% of the games that we played, the Knicks were putting up more shots than these teams at halftime, at least at halftime. You know what I'm saying? But lately, like the last 4 or 5 games or so, the Knicks have been shooting less shots than the opponent, man. So that's interesting. What changed? There's something for all the statisticians and stuff to pay attention to. But something has changed with the way the Knicks are playing that we're not pushing the pace that we were before. So, I would like to see what's up with that. Let's keep it scrolling down here. Biggest lead was 16. Knicks have just been whipping their ass the whole game. So this is dangerous territory here. When you're beating a team by this much, by so long, you can tend to take your foot off the gas, and next thing you know, you're in trouble, and we're fighting again in another fourth quarter for our lives to win this damn game, man. So anyway, shout out to Mitchell Robinson. I'll talk about Mitchell Robinson in a second, but 26 rebounds to 26. Usually the Knicks dominate that. Shout out to the Phoenix Suns that dominated us rebounding last night. So I mean, something's going on with the Knicks, man. Assists, the Knicks never get a lot of assists, 9 to 12. I didn't even realize the league average in assists is 26, according to Scott Perry. 6 steals by the Knicks. Mitchell Robinson is leading the Knicks in steals, which is interesting too. 5 blocks today. So this is the one of the first games where Mitchell Robinson actually is dominating blocking shots. You know what I'm saying? Actually connecting on block shots, man, with 0 for Charlotte there. 8 turnovers for the Knicks, which is a lot for us. Like I said, we already said 43% for us, 39 for them, 36 from three, 41 from them. Free throw percentage is 92%. So, I mean, a lot of weird stats. The 3 keys to the game, points in the paint, dead even at 18. Second chance points, Charlotte is up 8-6. Knicks and them doing something right there. And second chance points, 4-2. You know, so we already said that Charlotte is putting up more shots than us. So that's interesting, man. Let's get into some box score stuff. Box score. What you gonna do? What you gonna do? Charlotte, Miles Bridges got booed a lot today. It's interesting how Mike Breen calls certain things. You know, when Bridges went baseline and dunked it, he just went to like, oh, the Knicks are booing Julius Randle. And then I guess somebody in his ear told him, no, dummy, it's because of what's the name with the domestic violence. And then he went on a tirade about, not tirade, but he went on like an extended explanation about why he think the fans might, oh, it might be because of the domestic violence. Yeah. welcome to 2023, Mr. Mike Green. Anyway, that's pretty cool. Miles Bridges, he's been playing good, 8 points. You know, if he finished with 16 and 6, that's his average, basically, right? About 20 points per game. Gordon Hayward, you know, pulled up a bunch of stats too. He's basically old man RJ. You know what I'm saying? If RJ can have Gordon Hayward's career, he did a good job. You know, shout out to Mark Williams. They say that Mark Williams has been locked up by Mitch Robinson so far. Today's been pretty good. If he finishes with 8 and 12, that's a good game for him. Brandon Miller, number 2 draft pick, I did not know that. 14 points at the half there. So he's been very confident against these Knicks. A lot of short players. He's a shooter, so he's able to shoot over the top of our guys here, man. So shout out to Brandon Miller. He could jump too, man. I was looking at some highlights of him in high school, man. The dude actually jumped over a kid in one highlight, man. So shout out to Terry Rozier, one of my favorite players that are not Knicks. You know, he's not really a winner. He played in Boston. He won in Boston. I'll say that. You know, so I can't say he's not a winner. But in Charlotte, he hasn't really had much success. They won a little bit, but you know, with the same group, you would think that they would be winning a little bit more. The game is back on. How come nobody said anything? Nobody said nothing. Shout out to PJ Washington with his bum ass, Smith with his bum ass, McBowen with his bum ass. Let's get back to the game. That's the end of the halftime report. Clap it up, everybody. Let's do some reactions here. As the Knicks still holding on to this lead, but it looks like a little closer than it was before. But let's crank it up here and get into some play. Why am I doing that? I can do it like this. Play. Oh, wrong one. Shit. Hey. Nope. That's the wrong one. Where's my echo button? I know I have an echo button here somewhere. Oh well. Fuck it. So let's get into play-by-play because I don't even know my own buttons here. So 10 minutes and 15 seconds into the second half here. 2 minutes gone, basically little less than 1 minute. 2 minutes. Dead play here. Charlotte Hornets looking to get the ball in bounds here. I'm looking at where the hell's my echo button? I know I have an echo button. Where the fuck is my echo button? I know I got a female button. I know I got a baby button. But where the hell is my echo button? I'll find it one day. So anyway, on this broken play, somehow Mark Williams gets wide open, and Nick's not really paying attention. Tight defense, but not paying attention to the full picture there. As Gordon gets Mark Williams the wide open shot, 56-48. Score was about the same as it was when halftime started. RJ came around, kicks it out to Julius. Julius, little stutter step with the feet. Good matchup there against Miles Bridges. They were wrestling a little bit, man. So I wonder if Julius Randle got some pause for Miles Bridges. Like, I wish a motherfucker would, kind of thing. You know, he goes Grimes all the way to the basket. Finally gets a layup there, blows the layup. Fast break here. Here goes Miles Bridges all the way against Brunson, right over the top of Brunson. Takes advantage of his little behind. Brunson pushes the ball up a little. 20 seconds on the shot clock. Comes across at 18. Comes across a Julius screen there. Back to Julius, wide open for 3. So this is what bad teams do, man. Leave guys open constantly, man. Knicks are really always messing up with that. it was Julius with a wide open 3-point shot. So Julius is just taking advantage of what the defense is giving there. So that's Bounce Bridges, excuse me, with a 3-point shot. Got a little bit of arguing there. Looks like there's gonna be a timeout. Like Julius just started immediately walking to the fucking to the bench there. I see Brunson is pissed off. So, I lost track of what was happening there too. But I mean, fast break. Terry Rozier just gives the open 3-point shot right to Bridges. So Julius was there. That's just Julius's man. So Brunson was really pissed off about the closeout there. So we got to get some communication there on the bench there. This is a team we're supposed to beat. So I mean, if we're not communicating, letting these guys get confidence, we're gonna have a long night tonight. As you look at the score, 56-53, that's not where we need to be with this crew, man. So yeah, man. I was working late today. I already explained that already. Shout out to Cream Grant, the place to be. Shout out to Eru, a guy on the MIC. Oh shit! Eru is a beast, Mr. Mega in the place to be. Got Dwayne Dennis who's here. Like I said, a lot of regular guys here, always showing up. Definitely appreciate it, man. You guys are, cliche day ones and all this other stuff. Just always been around every single time I come push play on this thing. So definitely appreciate you. MacGyver's there, absolutely. Holcomb as always. Yeah, man. Good to see Josh, man. Yeah, I saw Josh. I was it the post game or the pregame show. One of them game shows he was on MBK. MBK. Those are my guys, but I never have a chance to ever watch those guys, man. I always catch a lot of stuff on replay. You know what I'm saying? Steph has her own channel. I mean, I think Tony went live the other day too. Talking about this could be Bojan Bogdanovic. Which would be a good trade. I saw. I think Josh was on that show too. So shout out to my guys, man. The guys putting out a lot of good content and stuff like that. For you guys that really enjoy it, please support everybody. Or at least just take a look. I don't have to tell you guys that are always in the chat, man. But just take a look and hit the like just off of GP. Shout out to I am Jarrell. It's Mr. Giants. I haven't had a chance to get down with him, man. It's always something every weekend. Last weekend I was sick. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is. Got to keep pushing, man. Yep, noted. Just hit the DM. I got you. Yeah, LaVon Carson. What's good, y'all? I don't know about smashing, man. One thing about Hornets, if you try to smash them, you better make sure you do it, or else they're going to be coming for your ass. And that's exactly what Charlotte's doing now. We're smashing them, but we're not completing the task here. So Brunson is hot, man. I still feel like maybe he might have chewed some guys out on the bench or something, because he came in a little bit hot. Julius just popped him in the chest too on the way in. Because Brunson being guarded by Gordon Hayward. Gordon Hayward on skates, step back jump shot. Whoop, missed that. Here goes Mark Williams with another rebound. Shout out to Mighty Finesse. I see you, my brother. No Giants game this week, Jarrell said. Thank God, man. Shit. Thank God, man. The Giants won the last two games, if I'm not mistaken, right? Cross-court pass there to this guy, Brandon, number 24, all the way inside, pulls up with his jump shot. I'm trying to see what player he reminds me of, man. He reminds me of somebody I've seen before. There goes Mark Williams with another bullshit shot. So shout out to Mark Williams. Like I said, Mark Williams only has 6 points. I believe Mark Williams might have like 10 now. He's been getting those little chippy little points there. So they just credit Charlotte with a 9-0 run here. Here goes the Knicks again. They can't score. Every time you look around, we can't score a bucket. RG with 3-point shot in the corner, no good. Mitchell Robinson there fighting for the rebound. Mark Williams was able to box him out pretty good. Scary Terry gives it over to Mark. Mark, bad pass to Gordon. Gordon finds the corner guy. Corner back to Bridges. Bridges pulls up with Julius in his face. No good. Mark Williams with the rebound, but they're going to call a foul on Brunson. So Brunson, this is frustrating stuff here. So Brunson definitely looks frustrated. These are starters, man. So, we got RJ, we got Brunson. We got Julius, but we got Mitch and is it Grimes out there? Yeah, Grimes is out there. So we go through stretches where we can't score. That's Tom Thibodeau's fault, but not putting any motion things in the offense. We don't have any ways to manufacture points. Everything is always one-on-one. Good rebound in the effort by the Knicks there. Julius Randle with it, dribbling, always trying to take the extra move there. He didn't necessarily have to do that, but he made it all the way to the basket there on the young rookie. Lays that in 58-55. But most good teams have a way to manufacture points. They run their little offense to get bullshit plays there. Knicks don't have that, as Julius Randle just gets a steal. So Julius Randle to Grimes, back to Julius Randle. We laid that up. So Knicks made a couple turnovers there. For Charlotte, was able to capitalize on 2 points there. So 9-0 run brings the lead back up to five now because the Knicks went on their little run here. It goes Bridges going right, going splits the defense. They lose the ball. So I mean, they ain't trying to win either. So I mean, the Knicks are making their mistakes, letting Charlotte come back, and Charlotte say, you know what, we ain't interested. Here, just take three straight turnovers, so you guys get the lead back. Jesus. Yeah, but number 24, I don't know what he was thinking there with Julius Stoller. It's like, what are you thinking? Nice little layup there by Julius. Julius reminds me of what player does Julius remind me? The way that he moves a little bit reminds me of Terry Cummings, young Terry Cummings, not the old Nick Terry Cummings. He reminds me of young Terry Cummings. You know. So if anybody agrees with that, let me know. De La Music, shout out to De La Music, always giving super chats, man. Definitely appreciate that. But like I said, man, showing up every single day, hitting the thumbs up, that's exactly what I need, man. Absolutely. He goes to turnover by the Knicks, so Charlotte is giving it up, and the Knicks are giving it right back too. So here we go. Young boy is coming around the screen there, pulls up, knocks that down. I mean, so this kid here is a really good. Well, that's PJ Washington. Excuse me, PJ Washington can shoot too. PJ Washington is another guy that I kind of was taking a look at as far as a backup power forward is concerned. Wow. So they're gonna call a foul on Julius fighting through the screen there. So you got Scary Terry fighting through the screen, or is that Mitchell Robinson? So Mitchell Robinson sets a screen. Mitchell Robinson does not know how to set screens. So was that a bad screen? I don't know about that. Terry Rozier, he definitely got clipped a little bit. So it might have been an acting job a little bit there. Both guys falling. But Mitchell Robinson got to stay still, man. He does not know how to set screens. And if he does set the screen, he rarely touches the guy, because he's definitely trying not to get fouls. Shout out to Brick Nation. 16-point lead. Yep. Listen, don't dwell on that too much, man. As long as we beat this team. Gordon Hayward gets into the lane there, 2 dribbles, kicks it back out to the shooter, PJ Washington. Gets his own rebound. Mitch Robinson down there, tries to get the pass out. Brunson's still able to save that. Back over to Julius, back into RJ. Oh, big time block there by PJ Washington, man. So sometimes PJ Washington plays well, sometimes he doesn't. Now we got a little bit of color in his hair. Is that what did Dwayne Wade said his hair color was? Remember he said, I think he said bone marrow. I have bone marrow in my hair. Because I'm so fashionable. Like, get the fuck out of here. Shout out to Jackal. This game is too close. Come on, guys. Yeah. Listen, don't get too pissed off about it, man. As long as we win. I know Cardiac Knicks, I hate it too, you know what I'm saying? But fool around with these guys, just don't let them get the confidence for them to eclipse and start winning and extending on the lead. As long as we crack these guys and win, and this is fine with me. But as we said, the play-in, these guys, they kind of need to blow them out just in case it's a tiebreaker situation. Yeah, man. So I get it, man. So Jackal's on point as always. All you guys are on point. Nick's nicking it. Nicking it. Nicking it. Die hard on the head. What's good, guys? Do you like this hat? Do you like it? I've been rocking it for a while, man. Had this hat for a while. I had an extra one, and I don't know what I did with it. And then one day I just happened to look into or walk past my brother-in-law's room there, and he has it, so I gave him one. I know I had 3 of them. I gave one to my boy, to one of my boys at work. I always mention him on here. Job from the Lower, he has one. My brother-in-law has one, and I have one. Those 2 guys were supposed to be on the podcast 2018. You know what I'm saying? Both of them might have done the same amount of pods. I think Pat did like 3. And shout out to Ja. I think he might have did maybe like 7. But spoiler alert, I might have did like 300, 400 podcasts by now. You know what I'm trying to say? So it would have been nice to have those guys part of the crew. But listen, man, it is what it is. A lot of people don't see the vision. A lot of people don't want to make time for stuff that they say they want to do, but then they don't really want to do, because they would rather do something else. I get it. But it would have been nice to have those guys coming along the ride. But shout out to MBK fam. You meet guys on the internet. Next thing you know, you're doing shit with people that you don't never even met. You know what I'm saying? I've met everybody. We've all met each other. Throughout the years and stuff. But isn't it weird how you can just meet people online and they can do stuff that people in your life can't even show up and do for you? It's like crazy. It's not even for you. It's like for us. You know what I'm saying? It's for us. But somehow some strangers from North Carolina and freaking the DC area and Brooklyn and freaking Queens and upstate New York, and where the hell is Zombie from? Nick Zombie? He's from like Guatemala or some shit. Like there's people all over the freaking world, man. Shout out to International Andes in freaking Poland, for Christ's sake. Shout out to Savvy D's in Florida. We got a bunch of other guys too. Shout out to Julito too. Julito's in freaking Jersey. So guys are all over the place, and I managed to hook up with each other every once in a while. I do pods. Shit is weird. Yeah, Eddie's in Costa Rica. Absolutely, Costa Rica. I said Guatemala. What the fuck? It's in the general vicinity, though. You know what I'm trying to say? Yeah, man. But it's crazy, man. Shout out to Jarrell too. Jarrell's in Philly, for Christ's sake. Philly area, Pennsylvania. Sheesh. But I got a motherfucker up the block that I see at least once, 2, 3 times a week sometimes. Can't even get the motherfucker to do something simple. Anyway, we're back. Jump ball. Mitchell Robinson dominates that jump ball. 60-58. So I have no strategy. So I feel like the Knicks are playing so sloppy. But here's the thing. The Knicks have to – we are a grinded out team. We play good defense. So we have to literally grind out defense on teams and just look at Brunson going one-on-one. Brunson has to be dominant one-on-one. You know what I'm saying? We don't really run offense. And that's Tom Thibodeau's fault. We don't run offense. Guys have to be dominant in a one-on-one game. And when the ball swings out and for open shots, guys just got to make their shots. Shout out to Josh Hart that's frustrated with his role. But that's what it is. We got 3 guys that go one-on-one, and that's it. And then everybody else has got to be a shooter. And none of those guys are made to do that. As Mitch Robinson gets the ball inside, Charlotte swipes it away. Gordon Hayward in the middle of the court, then gives it over to P.J. Washington, slides it over to – what is going on? My man was open. Who was that over there that had the ball and decided to pass it up? Is that Ish Smith? Excuse me. I believe that's Ish Smith, number 14. He was wide open in the corner. Said, "Nah, you shoot it." That's a fucking. Ish Smith was in the corner wide open, and instead of shooting it, he said, "Nah, maybe you should shoot it." You take it. Oh my god. Playing teams like this, man, are just bad teams. And the Knicks, tend to make a lot of mistakes, and we look bad too. So if the other team is not cooking, the Knicks kind of feeds off that energy, and then we won't be cooking, and then the game just becomes boring. Oh my god! Shout out to PJ Washington with the bone marrow in his hair. That's why he got that hair color. Hey, my idol Dwayne Wade with bone marrow in his hair. I'm gonna put it in my hair too. So here comes Brunson coming down, being guarded by Ish Smith. Fakes it all the way to the basket and just lays it up. One jump shot, at the foul line, the next layup. So it's like Brunson just gets to go one-on-one all game, and he takes it, he does it. That's his game. If he's going to be looking to make other people better, it's not going to happen. Julius Randle's the only guy that really makes anybody better. He leads us in assists, for Christ's sake. So he's the one making us better. So, hear me out. You know what I'm trying to say? This is why a lot of people say that we need to start quickly. Because between Brunson and Quickly, I think they can really dominate the offense with them, both of those guys dictating the shots and stuff, going one-on-one. Julius and Mitchell Robinson are going to have to get those rebounds, clear the rebounds to double down on what we do well. Julius Randle doesn't mind spotting up 3-point shots. That's part of his game. But, there's certain parts of the game where you give the ball to Julius and let Julius cook, let him pass the ball and do his thing. But outside of that, IQ and Brunson need to dominate offensively because we don't have anything else going on out there. You know what I'm saying? So, it kind of reminds me of like backcourts like Isaiah and Joe Dumars and even like low-level guys like what's my man's name? Not Dunleavy. Can't think of his name. Well, Hornacek when he was in Phoenix, Hornacek. Uh, he played with another guard. I have a bad memory. But I had so many different people that I wanted to tell you guys. Shit. Well, Hornacek also played in Philly with Hershey Hawkins. That's another guy too. One of the best backcourts in the league at the time. Scoring wise, you can just go down the line of many different scoring backcourts. You know what I'm saying? So Knicks would just have to play like that. Just let them dominate like that. And then when we need to, let run the offense to Julius, pass the ball, get the shooters open, that type of thing. You know what I'm saying? In the fourth quarter, give it the ball right back to Julius. Not back to Julius, right back to Brunson and IQ, and let them do their thing. And then let Julius figure it out. Get those rebounds, cut to the basket, that type of stuff. Take the pressure out of dude's hands. Give him enough so he can be happy to rebound and stuff. But I think we need to work it a little bit better like that. If we're not going to run plays and get guys going that way. So anyway, 66-61. Not much action is happening right now. Julius just gets the rebound, so he's just going to go one-on-one. So Brunson went one-on-one. Now it's time for Julius to do it. Nice and easy. Miles Bridges not even trying to play defense, and Julius put it right in the blender, and he laid it up. So I'm looking at Julius's hair. Is it my glasses? Because it looks like Julius has a dye in his hair too. Am I bugging? It goes 14 is Smith. That's Walt Clyde Frazier's illegitimate son there. We're always talking about Ish Smith. Ish Smith done played with 13 NBA teams. Sheesh. An NBA record. IQ gets the ball. Floater in the paint. Knocks it down. The evolution of IQ's floater. Remember IQ, every shot that he shot was a floater? Now he actually doesn't have a floater. He has a flipping. It's like a flip. He does like a little flipping shot, which is pretty sexy. Good stuff there by IQ. 68-63, making some substitutions there. I got Hartenstein's coming in right now. Hartenstein's been changing his fade a lot. Mitch Robinson looks tired, man. he looks like he look like me, like he'd been working all day in the cold, like me. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, IQ and Brunson in the backcourt looking to give Julius the ball there. Julius IQ forces Julius to set a screen. So now Julius wants to go one-on-one, spins on Bridges there, was open already, gives it back to Brunson. Brunson, corner three-point shot to Josh Hart, who doesn't want to shoot corner threes. Please don't make me shoot corner threes, Josh Hart, as he knocks it down. 73-63, so the lead is creeping back up now. Terry squeezes the pass in there to number 25. And then now he's looking, takes a screen by 25. That's PJ Washington. So Terry's being locked in a little bit here. Terry's stepping back, trying to give it to Hartenstein. Back to PJ Washington, who has nothing. So what did they call here? So they must have called it like 3 seconds or legal defense there, or technical foul. Did he call it? Did he just put his fingers together like a technical foul? What the hell is going on here? So I don't know. These refs suck. Yeah, Kevin Johnson in Phoenix. But who did Kevin Johnson play with? He played with Dan Marley, right? He played with Dan Marley in Phoenix. Who did he play with before that era, though? I know Kevin Johnson was pretty dominant, Let's look. Well, since we got a little bit of break now, we're waiting. Well, it's not really a break. We got some substitutions going on here. So Brunson comes out. He's a little bit frustrated. Let's talk about that next break we get, man. Think of different scoring backcourts, throughout the ages there. Guys that were really good. Oh, Terry just shoots it. Good defense by Dante. Here goes Josh Hart pushing with a full head of steam. Kicks it back out to Julius. Julius is just dribbling. Being guarded by Bridges there. Bridges smacks the ball out, goes out of bounds. It should be Knicks ball. Yep, Knicks ball. Yeah, so different backcourts, man. So when Hornacek was in Phoenix, he played with Kevin Johnson in the backcourt. I'm trying to think. So I know Hornacek played. I know he played in Philly, with Hershey Hawkins, and he was scoring pretty good there. I know Hornacek definitely did play in Phoenix though. All right, so I guess it was Kevin Johnson. I guess it was Kevin Johnson. Dante, he's been very quiet, man. He's been more like an antagonist today, if that's the right term. Won a 3-point shot by IQ. IQ is definitely super confident this year, man. Yeah, but Dante's just been playing his role there, not really doing too much right now. The game is being dominated by our lead players right now as Bridges gets all the way to the basket there, blocked by Hartenstein, I believe. Julius was with another rebound, just loses it. Should have been a backcourt violation. Shit. He goes, gives it over to IQ. IQ has the ball, comes around a Julius screen. Being guarded by three people, doesn't see it, gives it to Josh Hart late. Josh Hart all the way to the basket, takes the bump and lays it up. See, that's Josh Hart's game, driving to the basket, making those tough layups. So that's what he likes to do. Dante right now playing some defense. So as far as Dante, I saw him arguing a little bit before. I was talking about haircuts before. Hartenstein has been messing around with his fade. He's been changing his fade here and there. So he's right now he's letting his fade grow out. So I'm anxious to see what he's going to do next. Dante has a different fade there. Shout out to PJ Washington. PJ Washington's been cooking. Slowly been cooking in this game here. But everybody's been trying something different with their fades. Championship in '93. Who had a championship in '93? It was the Bulls. The Bulls won in '93, if I'm not mistaken, right? But they were in the championship versus the Bulls. That we trying to say? I'm just thinking of like high scoring backcourts throughout the years. Shout out to Mitch Richmond and Tim Hardaway Senior. That was a big one with the Run TMC thing. So I made that comparison earlier, man. The last podcast, the Knicks and that Golden State Warrior team. You're talking about Chris Mullen. He could be like RJ. And then you got like Julius could be Mitch Richmond. You know, and of course Tim Hardaway would be Brunson. But that team didn't play defense though. You know what I'm saying? They were just running, trying to get the scores up. They actually had a couple other scores there, but Serranos Masalunas is the one that I pinpointed on, where he could be quickly. So that's an interesting little group that I mentioned there. Not saying that we play exactly like them. You know what I'm saying? But just talking about different scores throughout the league there. So we're ending the third quarter. It seems like the Knicks are starting to pick up their the pace again with the scoring. It just looks like Charlotte is over. Like it's like they were trying to win. I feel like PJ Washington is basically playing by himself. Terry's trying hard, but I feel like Terry zapped. The Knicks defense has just zapped Terry out of this right now. And I'm just looking around. There's nobody else really out there trying to score. It's just really just PJ Washington is the only one with a little bit of confidence. Ish Smith got loose a little bit, but Ish Smith had a corner three, and he could have taken it, but he decided to pass it back. So it's just bad, just bad basketball overall, man. So the lead is back up to 14, if I'm not mistaken, right? I'm not good at math, but 14 looks like the lead came back up. So my man CC is definitely playing the game with me. Young Sprewell. So who was Sprewell's backcourt mate? Who was his point guard? He did play with Tim Hardaway, I believe, yes. But once Tim Hardaway went to Miami, who did Sprewell play with? Before he got traded to the Knicks. You know, I'm thinking, was it what's his name? The general that went to San Antonio? Avery Johnson. I don't know. Something that we can Google, which I'm not. It's so like this is a Google age where you can easily just pull up Google and be like, "Hey, Google, could you stop me from guessing for no reason?" You know what I'm saying? Yeah, definitely. I think it was Avery Johnson. Yeah. So yeah, hey Google, could you stop me from guessing for no damn reason? But I mean, it's more fun to guess. Guessing is fun. It starts the conversations. So if you're gonna start Googling it, everybody just gets on their phones and then the conversations end. So think up to conversations, man. Conversations around the water cooler, that type of stuff. If you work in the office, guys get their go to the water cooler, so get their bars off. Shout out to the barbershops. You know what I'm saying? Everybody say, yeah, man, I like that podcast. It reminds me of the barbershops. Like you stopped getting their haircut. I stopped getting a haircut. You know what I'm saying? Because I look at my hairline. Whoa! You know what I'm trying to say? My hairline is way gone, bro. You know what I'm saying? But barbershop conversations is different. You know what I'm saying? Definitely different. You know what I'm saying? It could get heated in the barbershop. But watch your mouth. Seen that happen plenty of times. Yeah, man. Nowadays, you got to find somebody on the internet Like I said, shout out to Josh and those guys from MBK, man, from all over the fucking country. We gotta find guys off the internet that are like minded that can come together and do stuff, man. You know, that's how it is. So we're waiting for the game to come back. So I'm looking at the crowd too. The crowd even looks bored. Everybody's standing up, not even looking straight. They're looking back, looking up. Check out all the different celebrities out there. Everybody looks old now, man. All these guys are superstars. We got Mr. Mayhem. We got this freaking guy here that's famous for doing it cha cha. They go this guy Leon. You know what I'm saying? That hasn't really done anything in years, but he looks young as fuck. It's like closer to, I believe he's like, I think Leon might be 60, dude. He might be like 60, 58, 59, or he might even be 60. So I remember when he was young. So all of our celebrities are getting old, man. Definitely cherish these people while they're here. Excuse me, RJ with a beautiful spin on the inside, but he wasn't able to finish that. Miles Bridges, full head of steam, almost threw it away. Scary Terry comes in there with a hard floating jump shot there. He knocks that down. Terry could score. It would be nice to have, I keep saying Jason Terry. Just thinking about the quick, but it's Terry Rozier, the Jet, I should say. Hartenstein jumped up there, got slammed to the ground there. A lot of slapping and whapping there. Pause. PJ Washington just bumps and picks up his dribble. Decided he want to pick it up again, but IQ gets the ball, gets all the way to the rim and lays that up. No fouls are being called here. The referees, I guess they took a timeout. Referees took the last couple seconds off here. Here goes Terry doing some skip to my loose stuff here. Wide open, behind the back all the way against Hartenstein and blows the layup. All of that spinning and winning, you know what I'm saying? And now Eru is sitting here grinning. Dante with a corner three. Good shooter's touch there by Dante DiVincenzo. So at this point now, 85-68. Let's get these guys up out of here. this game here, like I said, like I was trying to say in the beginning, it's like, why are we getting so upset about the effort, the defense, the rebounding, the next? We're playing against the Charlotte Hornets, man. This Charlotte Hornets team is trash, bro. Look at PJ Washington. PJ Washington said, "Yeah, tonight's the night." You know what I'm saying? Tonight's the night, baby. RJ just blows by him and lays it up. Shit. I mean, the Knicks should just come down. We should just blow these guys off the court, man, because these guys don't want to play. Now the lead is up to 19. Let's see, Brunson is doing the nice little tennis clap. You know what I'm saying? This is one of those games that it's like, I mean, what are we doing right now? Why are we letting these guys catch up? They don't want to be here. They're just trying to get through the day. You know what I'm saying? They're like, we in New York, man. We stayed up, a little bit too late last night. I still want to get some shit done today. Got business stuff to do. You know what I'm saying? I got, parties and stuff to do while we're in New York. They don't really care about this game, at all. Look at this. Like Miles Bridges comes in and blows a point blank layup. Josh Hart goes they're uncontested with 4 Charlotte Hornets right there. Uncontested layup. He about to get some free throws here. So yeah, man, let's get these guys up out of here, man. Let's get let's get these guys up out of here. Let's continue to extend this lead. We should get this lead up to 30, bro. Get it up to 30. That way we can annihilate this in-season tournament tiebreaker here. Give us 3-1. If there needs to be a tiebreaker, we dominate Charlotte to get the point spread there. And bam, we're headed to Vegas, baby. So I wish there was I wish they would made it more clear. Because as a fan, if they were to go to Vegas and they were gonna give fans a chance to get there, you know what I'm saying? I totally would go to fucking Vegas. To watch my Knicks in the play-in tournament, I totally would do that. Wouldn't you do that? I would love to go to Vegas for a play-in tournament. See, that's what I'm trying to say. That's why this is like a little weird, So I would have preferred them to do an actual tournament around the All-Star break. Get to the All-Star break and let's have a mid-season tournament. Let's do it right. Let's have a mid-season tournament. You know what I'm saying? You want to have qualifying games throughout the season and then have a mid-season tournament. For the All-Star game. I think that might make a little bit more sense. But this is something that they're doing that's pretty new. This is pretty European too. European teams do this, where they have cup games and stuff like that, and they don't count the cup games to the regular season games in Europe. So like if you look up guys' stats, you'll see three stats, three sets of stats for the same season. It's weird. So the Knicks. I mean, I hope I keep saying the Knicks, but the NBA. I hope the NBA doesn't follow suit with that. Because 82 games is a lot of games, yes, but breaking up the 82 games to 30 here, 20 here. You know what I'm saying? Because they have all these cup games and stuff. I don't want that. I definitely don't want that. I still want the 82 game season. That's what we show up for every single year. And because the attention span, or because guys feel like this a labor dispute. Hey man, I'm working too hard, man. I need some time off, bro. Come on, man. I'm trying to spend time with my family, man. If it's really like that, then I mean, then why don't we just shut the whole thing down? Shut it down. Shut the whole league down. If it's too hard for these guys to do, shout out to Paul Pierce. Paul Pierce said something today. Uh, Let me see if I can get it up here. I know it was on Twitter, but let me see. Paul George complaining about shit. Oh my god. Let me see. Oh my god. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. He was complaining about the officiating, refs lies, the refs lies. Anyway, he was saying that we're the only profession where people think that they can say anything they want to us. We're the only professional. People feel like they can say anything they want to us, and there's nothing we can do about it. Like, man, come on, dude. If listen, Paul George. If Paul George is playing and somebody calls Paul George a bitch, you know what I'm saying? Like, and it's distracting to that point, security's gonna kick him out. And then the guy's out of here. Shout out to Dolan. Dolan gets guys kicked out all the time. Remember that? Oh, kicking fans out just because he said sell the team. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And that's what players want. Players say, "Hey, that guy said something about my mom. Let's get him out of here." You know what I'm saying? Not that I condone talking about people's moms and stuff, but you're in the public eye. This is what fans do. Drunk fans do. Should they do it? No. That's why they got security. Security, kick him out, man. Kick him out. That's how it works. You know what I'm saying? But how about a police officer? You know what I'm saying? A police officer standing, just sitting in the train station, and then some kid walks by and spits towards them. You know what I'm saying? What the fuck is supposed to happen? Of course, back in the days, a police officer will fuck you up. Forget shooting, shooting somebody. The police officer will fuck you up. And that was it. But it's a different era now, there's cameras everywhere. You got to be careful. So you imagine that. Imagine somebody with that much power. You got all these weapons on you, and some dude comes over you and spits at you and calls you all kind of names and calls you a pig and all kind of stuff. You're supposed to just have that restraint. That restraint. Cops are supposed to have training for that type of stuff. But let's let's talk about a sanitation worker simply doing his work, cleaning or whatever. But somebody comes out talking about, yo, you're making too much noise. I'm trying to sleep. You son of a bitch. You know what I'm saying? What you supposed to do? Like you get mad. The guy's chasing you. Maybe might throw stuff at you. Might take his garbage and throw it at the truck and all kind of stuff. I've seen it happen. What are you supposed to do? You mean to tell me you're the only profession that gets abused like this? Come on, man. What about MTA workers? How many MTA workers have you heard got slapped as the train, conductors get slapped as the train is coming in and out the station, or spit on, or hit with something? You know what I'm trying to say? So how much things happen, out there? The people can say, F you, man. Fuck you, man. Subway fare just went up another 10 cents, you piece of shit. Fuck you, man. I pay your salary. Like, what the fuck, man? You know what I'm trying to say? Yeah, but yeah, Paul George, let's say, yeah, you're the only profession, right? Man, get the fuck. Like, listen, man, these guys, they think that we're out of touch, that we don't get them, we don't understand them. You know what I'm saying? They don't understand regular people. Shout out to Paul George, right? I'm using him as an example, but not all, but a lot of the guys, they're stuck in 16-year-old mode. You know what I'm saying? So it's hard to communicate. You ever try to communicate with a 16-year-old? 16-year-olds don't listen for shit. You know what I'm saying? They're like, "Yo, man, you can't tell me what to do." I said, "Oh, well, yes, I can." You know what I'm trying to say? But 60-year-olds, they're like so delusional. Imagine giving 16-year-old like $100 million contract. You know what I'm saying? Now they make more than you, and now you can't tell them nothing. It's like a 16-year-old with that much money. What can you tell them? You can't tell them anything. So that's what these NBA players are, and then they look at us like we're just like we don't get it. We're human too, bro. Like, yeah, okay, yeah, you're human too, but you don't look at fans as like a whole human being. You think of fans as like just crazy people. Shout out to Kyrie Irving with his crazy ass. Like everybody knows the climate right now, but he comes out there with a Palestinian head garment. You know what I'm saying? Scarf, excuse me. He comes out there with that. To me, it don't offend me, but with everything going on in the world, you come out there with the Palestinian thing on. It's like, dude, didn't you just get in trouble for the anti-Semitic sharing of a post? Now you're gonna come out there with a Palestinian hoodie on, like, dude, come on, man. Like, who are you fucking with, man? You like really, really think that, these people think that they're on a different level than regular human beings. That's what money and power. That's what money and power does to people, man. You know what I'm trying to say? Money and power fucks people up. If you want to see what people really are, give them some money or some power. Isn't that what they say? Shit is crazy as hell, man. But anyway, I don't give a damn about this game right now. 76-94, like 7 minutes left in this game. Thank God that I only did halftime, halftime to crunch time. Because it's like, imagine doing a whole game of this shit. The first half was actually pretty decent. The first quarter, Knicks were whipping their ass. Then Charlotte came back. Ooh, the drama. But, third quarter, Charlotte made us shake and tremble. But now here we go in the fourth quarter. We're back to whipping their ass again. So it's like, we were supposed to do that. So it's like, I don't know. So I see Manny. Shout out to somebody named Manny. My man Manny's here. He just gave me a nice paragraph. So let's go. He says, a lieutenant was jumped in the subway late one night, and his subordinate just watched from another train car. Could you imagine that? You know what I'm trying to say? I could tell you so many stories, man. Most of you guys know what I do for a living, but most of you don't. So, I don't need to like get into so many details, man. But I remember one night, doing my job and stuff like that. Something was going on where we weren't able to keep it moving, right? So I had to go back there to check. So the area was filled with blood. So I'm like, wow, the whole thing is filled with blood, and there's people here. There's three people here, and nobody's saying anything. Hey guys, do you know what happened to the blood? Do you know where the blood came from, guys? Nobody says anything. Okay. So I turn around, I look, I see a zombie-looking motherfucker walking towards me, and then he comes back into the area, and then I'm like, dude, are you all right? Because he was bleeding like crazy. He looked like a zombie. He didn't say nothing. So I'm like, okay, so what should I do? They say, hey, we'll continue this conversation, whatever we get to, wherever we're gonna get to. And then the police happened to be there, and the people that didn't say anything all of a sudden started yelling at the older guy. There goes the guy right there. So apparently, the person did stab this guy up and then ran to another location. And then when we got to the location, he was there at that location. Like, how stupid are you? You know what I'm saying? So where's the training in that? How do you where do you get training for people get stabbed up? You know what I'm saying? So I never seen a basketball player have to deal with that. So I mean, shut up, Paul George, shut up. All those guys, man. Freaking rich. Here goes Mark Williams over to Mitchell Robertson. Mitchell Robertson said, bitch. Oh, Mark Williams with a nice shot there. So let me take a look at the box score. I don't care about this game no more. Fuck this game, man. Fuck this game. This is the diehard, what do you call comedy hour right now, okay? If you want to call it, if you think it's funny. But let's look at some box score here. Let's see, Mark Williams got 5 for 9, 12 points, 12 rebounds. Wow. So Mike Breen said, hey, Mark Williams never plays well against Mitch because Mitch really gives it to him really hard, But he got 12 and 12 today. Oh, 6 offensive rebounds too. So guess what? Somebody else can get offensive rebounds in the NBA? What? Like, oh, Mitch Robinson, we can't get rid of Mitch Robinson because there's nobody else in the NBA that could do what he could do. You know what I'm saying? Look what he can do with the offensive rebounds, man. But look, Mark Williams can do it too. You know what I'm saying? How old are you, Mark Williams? Mark Williams, how old are you, baby? He's 21. He's pretty old for like what is that, second year player now? 1 year experience, second year guy. Got some age to him. Let's see what his counterpart, Mitchell Robinson, has done today. Mitchell Robinson has 4 points, 9 rebounds, 2 steals, and 6 blocks. But you know, he's not winning that rebounding battle. I'll tell you that. Their minutes are about the same. Mitchell Robinson played 4 more minutes than Mark Williams. So here goes the Charlotte Hornets. Surprise, surprise. They're missing shots. 97-78. 5 minutes left in this game here. Tom Thibodeau said, you know what? Let's put the starters back here. And Brunson comes in and makes a tough layup against zero defense. Zero defense, man. Man. RJ had a good game today. 16 points so far. Julius had 23. So this is like we were just getting our sweat today. Just like you see me sweating now, I'm like sweating. The Knicks just got a sweat today. Julius Randle was able to get some, actually shoot 50% today, 53%. RJ Barrett took his turn shooting 23% today. But the ball went into the basket, free throw wires and stuff like that. He had a lot of things going for him today. So this is one of those games that we could possibly get some confidence, playing against a team like this. Brunson, I feel like Brunson had 40 tonight, but he only got 12, man. He got 7 assists, so when was the last time Brunson had that many assists? 3 steals, so, I mean, this is a kooky game. Josh Hart with 17, Emmanuel Quickly with 14. DiVincenzo, even though he didn't score much today, he got 6 rebounds, 2 assists. So Dante contributes, man. No, I'm looking at the wrong guy. That's Hartenstein. So Dante didn't really contribute much today. He played 16 minutes. But defensively, I thought he played really good, just communicating out there. I thought he did a good job of that, especially in the first half. Just contributing to the mind game, the talk game that you got to talk. Grimes, I just ignore Grimes because I don't want to get into like the Grimes sucks thing. But all he is a 3-point shooter, man. He's not doing nothing else for us but shooting threes, man. So, he only played 19 minutes. He's a starting shooting guard for the Knicks, man. 2 for 3 from 3. Guys keep saying, "Oh, we need to get Grimes some more shots." It's not about him getting more shots. It's like we need to call a play for him or something like that, or not just call a play for him, just the offense in general. Because Josh Hart's complaining too. So I mean, we need to add some some basketball movements in the offense, and just to keep guys interested, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, so continue the conversation. Yeah, man, let's fucking do it. What you want to talk about now, man? I was talking about just Paul George, his situation. What else you guys want to talk about? You guys want to talk about bone marrow in your hair, dude? You want to talk about that? What's up with these fashion guys? It's just a different world. So I mean, remember back in the days when they had to have a rule to make guys wear suits? Remember when Larry Brown and Isaiah Thomas used to fine guys if they didn't have a tie on? Imagine that shit. Like, get the fuck out of here. That's one thing that I'm totally against. That's why all I wear is t-shirts. I don't know if you guys notice. It's not the same t-shirt you see me wearing every day, guys, okay? I have I bought a pack of black t-shirts, 10 in a pack. And guess what? I bought 2 of them. So I got 20 black t-shirts, man. So I wear another black t-shirt every single day. Now it's getting cold. I just bought myself a 3-pack? A 3-pack of orange t-shirt or orange long sleeve shirts. I'm gonna start wearing orange shirts probably tomorrow. You guys might notice that. So I'll have a long sleeve orange shirt tomorrow. So if I like the way it looks, then I'm gonna buy 20 of them shits. You know what I'm saying? And that's just how I roll. As far as going out and that type of thing, I'm not a suit guy, man. Shout out to Steve Harvey, man. Guys like Steve Harvey, let me make sure the score is here so you guys can see. So anyway, shout out to guys like Steve Harvey. I hate guys like that because they write books like be a man, be like a man, think like a man, guys. You know what I'm saying? The guys write books like that, like they're the spokesman for all men. Like, man, get the fuck out of here. He said, "Hey man, every man needs 5 suits. Every man needs 5 suits." Man, are you kidding me? Like a broke man that doesn't have any money. Now you done put in his head that every man needs 5 suits, 5 dress shirts, 5 this. Get the fuck out of here. Like every man needs a job. Every man needs money in their pocket. Every man needs a savings. Okay, every man needs to wash their ass and groom them and know how to groom themselves without having to go to a beauty salon. Have a beauty salon do it. That type of thing. Take care of your hygiene. That's what men need to do. You know what I'm saying? Men don't. Every man needs 5 suits. No, they don't, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like that, guys like that to me just ruin everything. You know what I'm saying? As me, a father of 3 men, that I have to raise three guys, and then there's people like that in the world. They might catch my kid's ear or catch one of their friends' ears. Now they having a conversation. Now that little bullshit that he said is now corrupting my fucking kids' lives now. So it's ridiculous, man. So I get it, man. Every man needs 5 suits. Yeah, if you're a fucking preacher. Or if you're a stand-up comedian over 50, you might need some suits, if you're gonna be doing like big shows and that type of thing, or if you're gonna be hosting the Family Feud, you might need 5 suits. Fuck, so ridiculous, man. So I mean, tell the real shit. Tell the real shit to people, man. Golly, yeah, suit these, man. Suit them. Yeah, man. I don't want to say fuck Steve Harvey. That's not nice. Steve Harvey's a big dude, man. Pause. He's like over 6 foot. He be working out. I don't know if he had like a BBL or something like that, but he keeps his stomach flat. He smokes a lot of cigars and that type of thing, man. But he's in shape, man. So watch your mouth. Watch your mouth with that around that ugly motherfucker. Delicious, man. I love soda, man. I drink a lot of soda. I used to drink a lot of alcohol. I don't drink alcohol anymore now. I just lost the taste for it. So I tried to go to the liquor store. I was looking around, but I didn't feel the urge to buy nothing. I have some whiskey here that my sister bought me several years ago. Saying that I haven't cracked open yet. I'm thinking about busting that open for Christmas. I should have did it for Thanksgiving, but we didn't really do nothing for Thanksgiving this year. But for Christmas, I think I might bust it open. Because it's like a maple, I think it's a maple, Jack Daniels with like a maple kind of syrup thing. It's not a special whiskey, but it's like a whiskey with a flavor for like a holidays. You know what I'm trying to say? So maple syrup. I don't know if I'm gonna pour that shit on my pancakes or something like that. I don't know. But here goes another bum with a wide open 3-point shot. Oh, he knocks it down. He knocks it down. He did the little. That's Book Night. So shout out to Book Knight, man. He played for Connecticut, I believe, right? And he never got a shot to really do nothing, man. The guy's a really big time scorer. He comes in and shoots a 3-point shot. It's a shame how guys like that, they just don't never get the opportunity again. Even when the team is losing, like Charlotte's not winning, bro. And Book Knight can't even get a shot. He can't even get like a chance to show that he could play. Shout out to the is it the Wizards? The Wizards, remember that dude on the Wizards that everybody was talking about that I even forgot what his name. But they had a player there that was in Obi's draft that everybody kept saying, oh, the Knicks should have drafted him. I mean, the freaking Washington Wizards are not playing well, and they still can't find minutes for that dude. It's like crazy. I really just don't understand how the business of basketball, everybody thinks they're so smarter than the next person, but if you look at people's rosters and how they develop players, they blame the Knicks. Oh, the Knicks don't do a good job of blaming of developing their players. Take a look around the league, man. There's a lot of players around the league that not developed properly. Look at Bobo. You mean to tell me we can't find minutes for Bobo in the NBA? The Phoenix Suns had injuries. Durant is out. You mean to tell me Bobo couldn't play against the Knicks the other day? I just don't get it. Yeah, I just really don't get it. Like certain guys get opportunities and certain guys don't. Certain guys get, like Miles Bridges gets to beat the shit out of his wife, plead no contest, and come back. And sign a contract, get suspended, and still come back and still get to talk shit about it. It's like crazy, man. It's like crazy. Violate his probation and still get to play in the NBA is like nuts, man. I just don't get it. How certain guys get opportunity after opportunity. Shout out to Frank Vogel. I didn't even know Frank Vogel was coaching the Phoenix Suns, man. Wasn't he coaching the Lakers at some point? Like he just keeps floating around the league, getting different jobs. Tyrone Lue, not saying that these guys are not good coaches, man, but these guys are starting. Look at Doc Rivers, man. Doc Rivers is not a good coach. he did not coach Orlando well. How many implosions did that team have when he on his watch? He won the championship with the Celtics because they went and traded for KG, Ray Allen, and Paul Pierce all in their primes. You know what I'm saying? And they only won one championship. They should have won more than one. You know what I'm saying? But I keep saying Tom Thibodeau, but Tom Thibodeau was on that team as an assistant coach. You know what I'm trying to say? So I mean, it is what it is. Tom Thibodeau's still living off that. Tom Thibodeau didn't win that championship. He was an assistant coach on that team. But guys, one thing can happen, and shout out to Larry Brown, play the right way, bullshit. The Knicks end up getting him as a coach, and then he was playing players according to their hometown during that year. It's like crazy. Shout out to D'Antoni. How many opportunities did D'Antoni have in his career? You know what I'm saying? Like, he didn't play Nate Robinson for no reason. Then Nate Robinson, he needed him to play. Then Nate Robinson comes in and drops 40. Come on, man. Marbury went and got into a shape where he looked like he was a teenager again, playing well in the preseason. Then he don't play again for basically for the rest of his NBA career. Like, what are we doing, man? Like, I don't know. There's a lot of things you could point at in this league that as Dante hits Dante got a nice jump shot. He took a step back and the shot over the guy, left the hand hanging, and just hit nothing but net. They didn't hit nothing on that rim, just all net. Is that the rookie? So Charlotte's taking their chance shooting threes there. So number 2, Boatnight said, "Man, I ain't passing it to you. So I'm trying to get mines, baby. Who knows when I'm ever gonna come back in this game?" So number 8 was looking for the corner 3. But Bootnight said, "Nah, I'm gonna go around this rim here and make a very hard layup on the opposite side of the rim here." Bricks Nation, I'm at 6 seconds here. 6 seconds on the clock. Game is over. Sheesh. 115-91. Knicks win this game. So Julius, I don't know who Julius is hugging there, but that guy definitely slapped him on the ass a couple times. But Brick Nation says the only good thing about this in-season tourney is the fresh new look courts. Yeah, the courts are dope. So one thing I think they missed the boat on is like giving fans like an opportunity to own some of the courts. Like replicas. Maybe give out like T-shirts with the design on it, or maybe like rugs or something like that. There's nothing that I see that's gonna give us any more. Or like towels, bro. Towels would have been nice with the courts, prints on it, man. So that would have been dope. You know what I'm saying? Who is this lady hugging Brunson there? Oh, excuse me, that's Frank Ntilikina. He looks like a lady. Beautiful bang there, man. It looks beautiful. I used to joke about Frank Ntilikina, man. I used to say Frank Ntilikina is gonna be selling scarves and shit, in a couple of years. And like he literally looks like he's like somebody's what do they call it? Fashion person, whatever they call it. Anyway, yeah, but absolutely like a towel. Imagine it getting a Knicks towel with the Knicks court on it. That is fucking perfect, man. Yeah, it's like I'm trying to say, who has that job that they couldn't figure that out? They would have won. They would have made billions of dollars off of that alone. So anyway, check out what Jarrell saying. Danny Avdija on Washington. It's Danny Avdija, but no, Danny Avdija was on Washington. So who's the dude? It was a guard. I can't think of the guy's name, man. Yeah, but it definitely was a guard. I can't think of the team that he's on right now. But he never got no opportunity. But we're headed to Vegas according to Pudge. So that's good, man. So I want to know tiebreakers and stuff like that. I just don't know what's happening right now. So let's check this out. So it says final here. So I'm just gonna look. I'm curious to see if they put any more information about the in-season tournament here. So this is Group B. Knicks won Group B. Let's check out the summary here. Let's see if they have any information here about the in-season tournament. So yeah, Group B. So now the Knicks just won today, so they didn't update it yet. So the Knicks are 3-1. The Bucks. What's going on with the Bucks tonight? The Bucks are playing Miami. So if Miami beats the Bucks, so then it'll be a 3-way tie with the Bucks and Miami for this in-season tournament thing here. So that's good for the Knicks, man, because that the 3-way tie. So I think the Knicks lost to the Bucks, right? We beat the Heat already. You know what I'm saying? So if it comes to tiebreaker, I think it goes to points, right? So I think that's what Clyde and them was saying. It goes to points, man. So right now, the Knicks cracking Charlotte right now is a good look. So I don't know how that's going to help us, but that's definitely a good look right there, for the in-season tournament. So I'm kind of excited about it, man. We going to Vegas and stuff like that. Like I said, like if they made it more clear on what they were going to do, like actually play games in Vegas. Okay, cool, but what days it was gonna be, how long it was gonna be out there, and the way people could get some accommodations type of thing going on. Because I mean, that would have been something to do. Make a quick trip to Vegas just to watch the in-season tournament. That sounds like a lot of fun. You know what I'm saying? That sounds like a lot of fun. So anyway, man, the Knicks took care of business tonight, man. That's all I gotta say with that. This show, there's nothing else to talk about. I'm not gonna talk about who did what, man. We beat these guys the way we're supposed to, and we beat them handsomely. You know what I'm saying? So let's talk about Knicks schedules right now. Knicks schedules. Come on, Google. There we go. Next game we play the Pistons. So we play the Pistons. The Pistons got talent, man, but it's gonna be the same thing like Charlotte. They just don't play defense. You know what I'm saying? They have a lot of energy though, a lot more matchup problems on their team than Charlotte had. Well, Charlotte had some matchup problems, but he just didn't take advantage of it. So anyway, Pistons, it could be some young boys running us down the court, or we can come in there and just play our Knicks basketball and run those guys up the court. We are playing at home. Then we play in Toronto, against the Raptors. So little road trip there. It's actually the back-to-back. We play the Raptors at home, and then the next game, which is 10 days later, so that's after the in-season tournament, we play the Raptors again. So right now, I'm not going to look too far ahead. As you see the Jazz there on an away game. We play the Suns away, the Clippers away. So we go on a West Coast trip, man. So shit, man, this schedule don't get no better, man. So we go on a West Coast trip after this in-season tournament. We play the Raptors back to back, opening and closing the in-season tournament, and then we go on a West Coast trip. Sheesh, man. So I mean, I feel like the schedule people hate the Knicks, man. So anyway, good stuff by the Knicks today. We took care of business. I want the same thing to happen on Thursday against the Pistons, and then we got to take care of business against Toronto in Toronto. That's going to be a tough game there because I mean they have a lot of players on that squad that don't like us. Of course, Missouri. I'm quite sure that he put it in their ear. That they have to beat us, type of thing. With the lawsuit and stuff like that. It's going to be a lot of media attention with that. So the Raptors are going to be hyped up for that game. So hopefully the Knicks can match that energy. But I see 2 wins back to back before the in-season tournament. So that would be nice to have 2 tune-up games before the tournament. So the Knicks can show up and really, try to fight and actually win that tournament. It would be nice to win the first one. But anyway, that's for like basically a week from now. Next Friday. Well, this Friday coming up. So anyway, Pistons, Raptors, and then we go to the in-season tournament. I'm with it, man. Let's go Knicks. Hopefully we can keep this win streak going and just like I said, like I've been saying, just beat the teams that we're supposed to beat. And then the hard teams, tough teams, we should split them, maybe go 40% against the teams that were, that are tough, and we should still have a winning record. We should still be above 500. Basically we're 4th seed. We'll be the 4th seed. But if we can win half the games, then all of a sudden now it pushes us into third seed, that type of thing. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, good stuff there. Shout out to Push saying great content. Appreciate you, man. Let the good times roll. We're here. This is X-Con here. Appreciate everybody here that pops in. Hit the thumbs up on the way out, guys. You know what I'm trying to say? Knicks beat Charlotte Hornets, taking care of business in the in-season tournament. Without further ado, we up out of here. 4 fingers to that forehead, tucking that thing, telling you know how I do. And what do you want to see today? You want to finish the thing off with the Die Hard theme song or some Julius Randle? I don't think it's a Julius Randle kind of outro today. So I think it's just time to get up and clap them cheeks and listen to the Die Hard Knicks outro, man. So I'll catch you guys next time. Shout out to the NBK post-game report, which is going to be the most boring post-game report you ever see, no matter what channel you go to right now, because this Charlotte Hornets team is something else, man. Anyway, goodbye. Enjoy the outro. Hey, you guys are still talking? What are you guys talking about? Before we get up out of here, I saw 2 more. Oh, there it goes. Generation JL. Los Knicks is here. Call him CEO, my guy. Goodbye.
Eru, I see you. Die Hard. Trav. We gonna do this one the right way. We in here forever. check the swag, he the realest by far. Swimming in that blue and orange, he the lifeguard. Yeah, he been through pain, at least he got some nice scars. He can smell a trophy, yeah, you need it back to back. Represent himself, his own name is on his back. 10 toes down, try to stop him, he come back. Bandwagon hoppers, he will knock you off your tracks. You ain't saying nothing, Nero been here from the start. He been working in the lab to take his team and make it art. See him going over film to help him build and make him smart. He will tell you how he feels because he's real and he got heart. He will never fade away, he will never change his face. Everybody picking faves and he's feeling out of place. Cause he is for the team and he always rep the squad. Like that Christmas movie, he gon' always die. City on my back. They ask me what's my name and it's on my back. I'm just speaking facts. We got big dreams, we ain't looking back.